Greetings everyone. I haven't done a video for a long time, but I aim to get back into it. No better way to start off with tasting some Pinot Noir from the Russian River and Sonoma, the Sonoma Valley. And to my left is Adam Lee from Siduri Wines. We met some 15 years ago?
Maybe 19 years.
19.
I've been doing it 20 years now, so it's been a while.
So it was your first vintage, it was about 20 years ago.
Yeah. You had hair.
You remember, huh? We met in your living room.
We did.
And you were working in Texas somewhere, Neiman Marcus?
At Neiman Marcus, yeah, I was one of the wine buyers.
That's right. And so, 20 years. So we've kind of evolved together, except we still have your hair, but we won't go into that.
I dyed mine.
I just shaved mine. So, we're going to taste a few Pinot Noirs. Just quickly, Adam's got some great reviews in all sorts of press, from Parker, Decanter, Wine Spectator. He's done a great job making Pinot Noirs, and I haven't tasted his wines in years, so this is going to be a real treat. So the first one is 2012 Russian River Valley Pinot Noir. I like to get a little rinse out of my glasses. So tell us about this wine.
12 vintage was a very good vintage in California, pretty large size crop. So we did some thinning out in the vineyard, but we also did a decent amount of Saunier in the winery.
Okay.
If we thinned too much out in the vineyard, we felt like it would cause sugars to get ahead of flavors and things would become unbalanced in that way. It's a blend of 6 different vineyards from different parts of the Russian River.
Whereabouts?
So, we go out to Green Valley from the Kiefer Ranch, which we'll try a single vineyard from there in a little bit.
Right.
We have stuff, a little vineyard called Ewald, which is tucked behind Kistler and Dellinger. So in that part of more Gold Ridge soil.
That's a nice area.
It is. And then Santa Rosa floodplain, a little closer to the town of Santa Rosa area. That usually ripens pretty easily. And then we go up towards Windsor, kind of at the north end, so that's warmer. And then finally, there's a new vineyard in here called Bucher, which is on West Side Road. It's right up from Rochioli.
I know exactly where that is. Exactly. So you're just blending for style, flavor, finesse, balance.
We do single vineyards from those places first.
Right.
Come up with the blends there, and then the barrels that are left over, we try to work together and see what way we can put them together.
Okay, let's great Russian River fruit. I mean, what would you classify? How do you classify Russian River fruit? I get that coolness to this, like almost a sailing sea breeze to the wine.
There's also always a little bit of cola fruit in particular.
I'm not spitting that.
I like the wine. I think
It's really good. It's really good. I was impressed. I'm impressed.
Well, thanks.
I haven't tasted, like I said, I haven't tasted it for a long time.
You know, we've been working.
Wow.
We've done this now long enough that we are. I'm not trying to tell you we got it figured out, but we are. As vines have gotten older, as we're working closer with vineyards, we've eliminated some mistakes. We try not to make the same mistakes over and over again, so we're now making some new mistakes instead of the old ones and repeating those.
Is there any stems in this?
Yes, there are.
As we taste it, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
10%.
We like to use, and this one it probably ends up being closer to 15 to 20%.
Okay.
We like to do stem inclusion if we can. I think it gives more complexity, more interest. It does increase the pH a little bit, so it makes the wine a little higher, lower in acid, but not much.
It has some good structure to the wine. It gives it some nice backbone. I'm impressed with this wine. It's great.
Thanks.
And how much is it?
$49.
$49, $50. $50 in BC.
In BC.
In BC. Kiefer Ranch, Russian River Valley.
So the fun thing here is this wine makes up a decent portion of the Russian River.
Right.
But these are the barrels that we thought were the best barrels.
Okay.
So out of, well, we had the potential here to make almost 1,000 cases. We bottled, if I remember right, like 350 cases as the single vineyard.
So this is a little less effusive in terms of fruit, much more subdued, much more restrained. What is this a style you're looking for?
It's something that's happened to us as time goes by. It used to be thought that the single vineyards are going to be just bigger and heavier and richer. As the vines are getting older in California, I'm noticing more cases where instead of that, the single vineyards have more layers of flavor.
Yeah.
But they aren't just bigger, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm finding Sonoma, I just was in Sonoma tasting through just for a couple of days, and a lot of the guys are using old clones.
Yep.
Especially some of the old Swan stuff. maybe a little bit fire, so they don't produce enough as much sugar,
Yep.
so they don't convert, so it keeps the alcohols a little lower. Is that what you're using?
Oh,
Selection must-
this is 6 different clones, 6
Wow.
different sections. We pick them on different days. They were picked almost a month apart from
Yep.
beginning to end. So we do have some Dijon stuff.
Yep.
There's some Vadensville as well. There's some Pomard in here. There is a clone called 23 or Mariafeld, which is fairly unusual. It's the latest ripening thing we get there. It looks more like Syrah as far as the structure of the
Right,
cluster. They're
right.
much longer, more open, but the berries are Pinot Noir sized. I don't know that I love it by itself, but as far as blending, it's great. It is, because it's so open, it doesn't rot.
You know, yeah, you know what I've noticed? I mean, as I said, I haven't tasted your wines in a long time, but they used to be a little bit over the
Yeah.
top. I like the finesse, I like the balance, I like the freshness that you brought in with these wines. These are really good. And how much is the kefir?
It will come in, it's coming in any day, $75.
75? Pretty good value considering some of the stuff you get out of Cal. What really choked me about California for a long time is they're making Pinot Noirs that taste like Syrah. So go buy Syrah. I want a Pinot because it's lighter, it's refreshing, still has the complexity, but not over the face. These are pretty good.
And I think that was an issue. I mean, part of that was when Pinot became very popular, it was the 03 and 04 vintages
Right.
in California, and those were the 2 hottest vintages that we've ever dealt with.
Fair enough.
I think it's weird. It's like Sideways came out right at that same time, and
Right.
people started to think, imagine everybody who tasted Burgundy tasted 03s and said that's what they think Burgundy is. I mean, that wouldn't have worked in that way.
No, exactly. So now we're moving on to Novi. This is your red wine. Tell
Yes.
us about this.
So Novi is. I know it's Latin. Novi is my wife's maiden name. It's my in-laws' name. It is a Czech word. The family is Czech.
Yep.
They live in a small town, Ennis, Texas. This is a fun blend that we do of Syrah, Grenache, and Zinfandel. So the Zin doesn't quite fit. I always call it the Côte d'Aron blend. The Zin doesn't fit. We don't have Counoise. We don't have some of the other stuff.
You buy this fruit?
We do buy the fruit, all of the fruit. We don't do
Okay.
any bulk stuff in
Okay.
here. I mean, occasionally I've got a friend who's like, I got a barrel, I don't know what to do with that. Do you want that? But it's not.
Yeah, I got it. Here's what I've noticed. That just in the 1 week that I was in Napa and Sonoma, I want to put this in a PC way.
Yeah.
You guys are finally getting balanced wines.
Yeah.
It's like it's taken decades to figure out that the wines are, you know, enjoyed, and it's not necessarily, I understand it's a competition, but they're savory and they're rich, and you're getting, the good producers are understanding nuances in wines as opposed to just big bold fruit, and it's really nice to see. Annie, how much is this? $25. Good, refreshing, it's light, but it's rich.
Yeah.
If that can,
And what we tried to, in California, there tends to be a tendency, the blends are in now in a lot of ways. People are doing red grown style blends, but some of them are coming out and being, they purposefully leave residual sugar behind. They
Yeah,
so that,
yeah.
and we're not trying to do that. We're trying to make this
No.
wine that is a somewhat serious wine at a fair price.
fair price, yeah, they talk dry but drink sweet.
Exactly.
Anyway, cheers man, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Take care.
Thanks.